right, let's do this. That'll be a good blooper.
Mom's blooper.
This is the Sports Timeout Podcast with Jensen Maydew, Tony Karanko, and your host, Wes Underwood.
And welcome into the Sports Timeout Podcast brought to you by Jefferson's Free Fried Pickle Fridays. And also, if you are a college student, 50-cent boneless wings on Thursdays. Get on over there and get some of that this holiday season for sure. I mean, going on break, go get some wings. Yeah. And then when you're done there, throughout the week, don't go on Fridays, but check out Robert's Integrative Dentistry in Joplin if you're looking for a brighter, straighter smile. This holiday season, be sure to schedule your appointment today at 417-622-0404. We might have a slight giveaway here in the holiday spirits coming up on our next episode. And then I believe that might be our last episode of the year. Well, we'll see. I like doing Christmas episodes, especially since we've got football on Christmas this year, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it lands us. But yeah. And then if you get done there and you're playing hooky for the day after that, because, middle of the day, you go get your teeth done, you get some wings, yada, 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 yada. Yeah, check out Tea Time, Web City. December 1st through 7th, they had that promo, and, well, it's still going on right now. So I believe starting today, it's $12 a person from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then don't forget about their winter hours. And yeah, so it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. I really want to get out there. I thought about doing the show there tonight, but it is frigid. So I'm like sitting here and just freezing, even at work today. I mean, what's it like down there?
I think, let me look. The high was
Like,
66
have you
today.
even been outside?
Yeah, but I'm not very good at registering that. But 66 was the high, so not
Okay.
terrible. It's supposed to
Yeah,
get back up to 80 next week, so
that's nice. We were down to 20 something with wind chill.
yeah, don't miss it at all.
I don't either. And I was inside and I guess we lost heat in part of the building today, so it was different. But
Love that.
all right. And don't forget about the iced coffee over there, or even if you want to get it hot at this point in the year. But yeah, Wes Underwood, Clint, Tony out this week. Jensen joins us. And yeah, well, kind of heard about how it is down there. Sounds nice, but it
Not
could
bad.
quickly change.
That's so true. But I just feel like the daylight savings has been kicking my butt.
Yeah, everybody. It's been different this year for sure.
Okay, I'm glad. I just thought I was getting old.
I don't think it changes back either this year. I think this is it, right?
I don't know.
It's either this one or the next one, and we're done. Like we don't do it anymore.
Huh.
I don't remember. At least in Missouri. I think Missouri passed it. I don't know about Texas, but I don't
That
know.
seems weird. So it's state by state now?
I guess, yeah. I guess we voted on it, something like that. It was a
Hmm.
couple of years ago vote, and the midterm vote. It was a
Interesting.
weird ballot issue.
Huh.
But
Didn't know that. The more you know.
well, more you know. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe and follow button on YouTube. And all right, I'm excited for the first topic, NCAA Top 25, and we get to go talk to the haters this week. And I'm glad we're finally getting some haters. I thought we were quiet, nobody's, and then people just popping off over my talk about NCAA college football playoff rankings last week. And I mean, good for you if it makes you feel better. As we were picking at the college football playoff rankings because they're bogus. Yes, they give their reasoning. Okay. Hi, I'm not dumb. Jensen, Tony, I don't think they're really not that knowledgeable of the college football playoff either. Come on. We were poking fun at it because even with a college football playoff, the 12 team system is still a joke. And with the top four system and then the top two system it's been in the past, they just they need to make it better. That's what I'm getting at. Okay. I know where the teams lie. I know the reasoning to why they're there, but I was just playing it off as why are we there and why can't we just do it? Oh, hey, you know, hmm, let's see. Army, they're 10-1. They're ranked 24th. Let's put them up there because they won their league. Stuff like that. I mean, come on. I'm just saying it. I mean, that's as much sense as it makes. I wish they would just be more logical in the sense that they're making. So, that being said, number one, Oregon, number two, Texas. They're locked in. They get a first round bye as of now. SMU, Boise State, locked in. They got their first round buys as of now as well. Um, Miami sits right at 12 currently. Alabama, somehow still in there. 3 losses. I know their strength of schedule, but they've lost to some teams. I don't know. The reasoning behind Alabama, I guess, is political on that one for sure. Yeah, you can tell me all the reasons you want, but when it comes down to it, and that may be the fans I'm ticking off as Alabama fans, but hey. Ohio State, they're 10-2. Good job. I mean, you got dominated. You got rocked a couple times, and yet you're still in there. Good for you. SMU, Indiana, Boise State, they've played a good season too, and I feel like they should be ahead of you just because of teams you've lost to and teams they've won against. And yeah, so I don't know. Call me bitter. 9-3 Missouri, I think at this point is better than the 9-3 Alabama team. We'll see. Um, yeah, I'm a Mizzou guy. Yeah, I'm from Missouri. Could we have beat Alabama? Absolutely. Did we? No, because we had Drew Pine come off the bench for Cook in an unfortunate situation where the game was super close, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 3 picks. And on those 3 picks, Alabama scored every time because Missouri's defense couldn't get a rest, couldn't catch a break. Can't really blame that team for that. I mean, they put up a heck of a fight against that Alabama team. And that's my push for Missouri getting into at least the 12th spot. I like Miami, and I think they should be 11, and I think Mizzou should be right at the 12 spot, and I think Alabama should be sitting outside thinking about how they're going to rebuild this program. Are they good? Yeah. Are they the best? No. No, they're not. I mean, Texas, and then you got Georgia up there. Tennessee, they came back this year. They did some stuff. They're number 7. And then, yeah, South Carolina, they've proved themselves. That's another 9-3 team. Ole Miss, that's another 9-3 team. Those are 2 that I think that should be in there over Alabama. It's not just Mizzou. Don't get me wrong there. But off my high horse for Mizzou, I am glad to see Memphis at 10-2 finally break the top 25. I do appreciate them putting them in there. Colorado, that's another 9-3 team that could be in there with Alabama. A lot of people are saying that I rode that as well. I mean, it's just a hype team. No, they can be that good. They have moments where they just kind of dwindle down, but Syracuse, Illinois, I don't think would be quite ready yet for the top 12. They really, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just don't think they'd be ready for it, in my opinion. Iowa State, Arizona State, yeah, they're getting robbed. They're getting robbed. So, I mean, there's a lot of who could have been in there, but those are the teams that I think would be better than having Alabama in there at 9-3. And then really everybody else, in my opinion, is pretty solid. I mean, Oregon's held their own, Texas has held their own, Penn State's done decent, Notre Dame has fought their way back up. Georgia, they dropped down, but I mean, they could be potent, even though Georgia Tech gave them a run for their money. But any other thoughts to add in here?
Um, no, honestly, I feel like you said, I feel like it's pretty solid and pretty expected after this season.
Yeah,
If you would have told me that this is what it looked like at the beginning of the season, I would have been like, what? But then like after seeing it all play out, I feel like this is pretty pretty good.
let's see. Where I guess I can't really go back to those. I can, but I don't want to hop back that far. Let's see real quick. I'm going to try to go back to week. There we go. So week 2 they start. Yeah. So back in week 2, AP top 25. Oregon is ranked number 7 in the country. Mizzou at number 9, which is why I don't understand why they're not up higher over Alabama. Because, yeah, Alabama was 4, but then Alabama lost before Mizzou. But, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. And then Georgia was the number 1. But looking at it now, from week 2 to now, I mean, that's crazy. Like, you
Mhm.
still got your championship games to go. I think those play into this as well, from what I've heard. I'm not 100% certain on that, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, I agree. If you would have told me that, what, 13, 14 weeks ago, sure,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have believed you that Oregon would be number 1. But yeah, see, where Iowa State 16. I feel like they were ranked higher than that at one point. Oh, Iowa State. No, they weren't even ranked that week. Wow, that's impressive. They
They
came
were
all the
on
way. Huh?
they weren't ranked in week 2. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, that's crazy. Georgia Tech was, though, who gave Georgia a run for their money. So note that. Georgia Tech was ranked 23 at that point.
Wow.
So, and then Louisville was in there, obviously, but then they had kind of a downfall. But hey,
Yeah,
don't talk about it. Huh?
Louisville and Kansas State
Yeah.
wasn't a good year.
Well, how close are they?
Which
Okay.
one?
So Tulane was dropped, Texas A&M was dropped, and okay, Kansas State was dropped. They were at 24.
No,
So,
we deserved it.
yeah, but all right. Well, that's it on that. And we'll go over to more NCAA news. And, well, all right. Bill Belichick, NCAA, Bill Belichick. Nick Saban all over again? Maybe. I mean, they come from the same coaching tree. Belichick definitely had a better resume in the NFL than Nick Saban did, but the two of them together as coordinators were a terror when they were with the Browns. And, well, Belichick comes out, speaks to University of North Carolina about their head coaching job that opened up, and this was on Thursday. Belichick is 72 years old. That is crazy.
Yeah.
And leaving the Patriots in 2023, spent his career in the NFL, wants to open up to listening to people in the college and NFL level. So now, after UNC fired Mac Brown, who was 1 year older and had pretty decent success in the NCAA, college football Hall of Famer at that. But yeah, I mean, 44-33 under Brown. They were 6-6 this year. He will not coach their bowl game. That's interesting. But Freddie Kitchens, a former Cleveland Browns coach, is going to do that and has served as the coordinator for run game and tight ends coach the past 2 seasons, serving as the interim head coach while the school seeks a replacement. Why not bring Belichick in right now and just give him a test run through the playoff, right?
Little tester, yeah.
Something like that. I mean, what, 6-6? So I don't know what bowl game they would get, but we'll see. I mean, you know, Mac Brown did make the Tar Heels relevant again, though, in the football side. So kudos to that. But other than that, you really didn't hear much out of North Carolina football. It's always been basketball, a little bit of baseball here and there, but really a basketball school, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Whenever I think of
Especially
UNC, it's always basketball.
Michael Jordan, Roy, um, gosh, I can't remember his name now. Everybody hated him. Was it Leitner?
UNC.
He had Leitner. Christian Leitner? No, he was Duke. Tyler Hansborough, right? There you go. You think Tyler Hansborough when you think of that. It's been a while since I've heard of that name, but I don't know. I like it. Is it going to be weird? Yeah. I mean, during his hiatus from coaching, he's made media rounds and he's a regular on the Manning cast now, and he's kind of taken over the Manning cast. It's interesting because it's like they always go to him before they get their ideas out. I don't know. I always thought that, I mean, he does kind of say it on the show, but I always feel like they disliked each other a lot. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. North
Yeah,
Carolina.
I know. I feel like it's so random.
Go Tar Heels and Belichick. We're rooting for you.
Are we?
Sure. I'd like to see another name in the college football playoff next year. So let's
Do you
see.
think do you think he'll do it that fast?
If he's great enough, yeah. If he can get recruitments in there. You know how big that's going to be next to Coach Prime?
That's true.
You're going to have the greatest coach of all time in the NFL coming to do that. And you have the greatest defender, so called himself, in the NFL go coach Colorado. And look what he brought in there. So we'll see. He could get a solid staff together. I know that.
Oh
And he
yeah,
might even draw Nick Saban out of retirement to be like a coordinator or something team related.
that would be
So
cool.
we'll see. We'll see. Next up, we go to the NFL. We talk Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence out for the rest of the season after dealing with the AC joint on his left non-throwing shoulder. Suffered that concussion late in the first half of the team's 23-20 loss to Houston. Texans linebacker Zeesh Shahir, something like that. Sorry I botched it, but yeah, he ended up getting suspended 3 games after that hit. And I mean, I agree, I disagree, I don't know. I'm in the middle because this is even the case for Mahomes as of late. This is the case for Josh Allen. Everybody who goes out of the pocket to run, you're giving yourself up. And if something happens, it really is on you. If you're not in the pocket and you don't throw it out of bounds and you want to run and you want to risk yourself and throw yourself out there, his slide was already being shot at by a tackle by him. And if you look back, he's already lowered as Lawrence goes to the ground. Did it look ugly? Yeah, because all of Lawrence's momentum went into him. But then you also could have seen, because his head was at a level where you could see Lawrence, but then he went down. And that's where a lot of people are having the problem of, are you sincere enough? Like, so I think they saw that in the NFL. And I think that him being placed on the IR, now it's hitting because that pretty much just ended his season because not only would he had to deal with that, but he probably had some AC joint issues after that. So you might as well go get the surgery done and be ready for next year. So, and it's the concussion is his 6th injury. I'm reading here that he suffered since week 6 of the 2023 season. So it's not like he's not injury prone. Lawrence has dealt with another concussion. He's had the shoulder injuries, a couple of them, a knee injury and an ankle injury, and he missed 1 game last season, but missed 2 this season before being placed on the IR this past Wednesday. And I don't know. It says 4 games, so they have 5 remaining, so they're just saying be done. So as of now, I suggest or I expect the Jaguars to be 2 and whatever they finish at. 5 games left, so 2-15. I don't expect them to win another game, but maybe the backup can do it. Who
Never know.
knows? I don't think I don't know. Is it Mac Jones? I think. Yeah. Yeah. Mac Jones. So, and then CJ Beathard. will be his backup. So, and John Wolford, the journeyman of the NFL, like no joke. He's he's the guy riding the, you know, Pine Pony just on the travel squad, practice squad. So they got their three quarterbacks there, and Lawrence is out. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird.
I feel bad for the Texans player because I mean, I genuinely don't think that he meant to hurt him.
I'm
Like you were,
there.
I also think that like, you know, football, especially like these elite NFL athletes, like everything happens so fast.
Yeah,
And so like if you're already starting to like go for a tackle, like you can't just like stop yourself like it goes too quick. Um, it is unfortunate, obviously, like I'm very protective of like concussions and these players working at a hospital. I see head injuries a lot. Um, but I feel like the Texans player has been getting a lot of hate online for it.
yeah,
Um,
true.
and also I just kind of feel like in a way, I feel like the league is kind of like making an example out of this when like it wasn't as serious as I feel like the suspension has given.
Yeah,
Um,
true.
but I feel like the NFL felt like their hands were tied just because of the reaction from the sports world.
Well, and you knew Goodell would be on board with the suspension. He's not going to overlook that. So, all right, moving on. NCAA basketball for the first time on the pod this year, and lots to come because it's pretty much all of December, January through March. So, you know, pretty much your spring here, winter to spring, and well, Creighton, hello. Too much for Kansas as they oust nation's number one, and well, 76 to 63, by the way. 10 months ago, they knocked off the number one UConn. Remember that game? 85-66.
Mhm.
This is a team that's been building for a while. And this
Yeah.
is a team that's got their confidence right now. And that win right there. Look, I mean, you go one of two ways. You win and then you get too cocky and then you suck the rest of the year. Or you win, you stay level headed as a team. Hopefully their coach gets them in the right direction. But I mean, with that, you're shaking the number one team in the nation, like because America's the only team with college basketball. And let's see, are there any standings out yet at all? There we go. Rankings. There we go. Okay. So Kansas number one, Auburn
Mhm.
number two. I mean, obviously, if Auburn keeps winning, they're jumping up. Tennessee will probably jump up. Where's Creighton?
I know, I was looking for them. They're not even top 25 on the
They
AP.
are now.
Yeah. Yeah.
UConn gone. See,
Yeah.
Creighton, were they even in receiving votes? I'm looking. Yeah, they had 12, right
Mm.
behind UCLA.
I'm excited to see what they're gonna jump up to be.
Oh, I bet they go 21 to 25.
Do you think Kansas will go down?
Well, they should be off the whole list. I hate Kansas.
Me too.
So, I mean, you lose like that, and that's a blowout for them. So, I mean, what? You're winning games by 30, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you're blowing other teams out essentially, and then you lose by 13. That's a blowout for you. Their next game, and that's a big mental upset, which sucks for Mizzou because it's at Mizzou at noon this weekend.
Mm.
Oh man.
That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I'm hoping Mizzou's for real. They're 7-1. They're 7-0 at home. Kansas is now 0-1 on the road. Kansas has been a fairly good, rebound team, but I don't know. Missouri's got 91 points a game currently. That's impressive. I did not know that. And
Yeah.
I follow Mizzou. I guess I'm in football season still. And KU, 80 points a game. Man, I really want to go. Mizzou shooting 52 from field goal range this year. So on their field goals, rebounds 36. So yeah, this could be a good game.
I think it will
I
be.
I didn't realize how close it was.
Yeah,
Now,
except for the emotion.
statistically, you got the matchup predictor where it's 70% Kansas. It's better than last year where it was a 99.9% chance. So
We love
good
the
job, Mizzou.
improvement.
See, who's Mizzou played? In their opener, they lost to Memphis, but they've won straight since. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, their only relevant win was Cal. Okay. Memphis, you lose, but then you go. I mean, it's momentum. What is it? Seven straight? Yeah. So 7 straight wins. Found a way to beat Cal. You got Kansas next. Really, you don't have another game until Illinois. That's pretty big. Then you have Auburn. I mean, they've got a pretty big schedule. They've, I mean, what they've been able to do. Coach Gates over there's got things going, and oh man, Mizzou 7-1, so they are not in the top, but they're tied for third place in the SEC. It's really early, obviously, but Florida's clear number 1 in the SEC this year. They look good again. Oklahoma looks good. We'll see what they end up doing. Tennessee, Oklahoma basketball is going to have to be the resurrection for the football team because the football team did horrible. But yeah, so lots of good stuff to watch out for. I guess I'll be watching that at noon on what, Sunday? Yeah, Sunday because Chiefs don't play until Monday night. So cool.
There you go.
Mizzou fans, KU rivalry continues. All right, next up, we talk women's side. UCLA, UConn lead the women's AP top 25. TCU, Duke enter the top 10. And right now, your standings there, UCLA number 1, UConn number 2. South Carolina after that loss, 40, 43, right? 43 straight.
43, yeah, yeah, yeah. 43 straight. I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
They're
It,
gonna they're gonna avenge it.
I think so too. I think that is more of like a pride thing, especially like
Yeah.
for like the seniors or whoever left the team last year.
Yep.
Uh, you know.
It's like the
So
Aces.
yeah, yeah,
It's
honestly.
crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they'll be fine. But UCLA just is with Juju, they're just so good.
Yeah.
And then UConn, Page being back. It's gonna be a really fun season between all those teams.
I think you're top 15 right now, all the way up. West Virginia, Kentucky, Kansas State, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, TCU, Duke, Maryland, Southern Cal, LSU, Texas, South Carolina, UConn, and UCLA, I think stand a really, really good chance. So those are the teams I like to see this year. Because, I mean, from that, you've got, I mean, maybe Iowa, they're 8-0. I don't know why they're so low, but I'd put Iowa over probably Kentucky at the moment. We'll see what they end up doing. But see, you got Iowa down there. So Ole Miss down are my question marks. I mean, you got 5-2 Ole Miss. Alabama's 8-0, but I don't really know how good they are. Iowa State 6-2, Illinois 6-1, Louisville's 5-2. I mean, they could get up there. They're top 25 for sure. Michigan 7-1, Michigan State's 8-0, Nebraska's 6-1. So I don't know. A lot of iffy teams down at the bottom, but I mean, like I said, those other teams are your pretty solid teams.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
15 and up. I mean, they're always statistically in the race, and even when players get hurt, they have the next man, next woman up. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. UCLA, they've won 3 in the last 3 days. So, and they had 2 wins in the holiday tournament in the Bahamas. So that's nice. Missed
Yeah.
that Cayman Island Classic again this year for us. Would have loved to have gone.
No, for what?
Always catches me off guard. Like it's at Thanksgiving, but it's hard to get
It,
off at Thanksgiving.
and it just seems like super early for basketball. Like you're not thinking about it at that point.
Not really. Oh man. Speaking of that, I mean, again, we're pre-recording. Kansas State basketball is beating Upstate. I don't know what that represents, but 94 to 24 right now. Just
Yeah.
stop. Call the game. 6 minutes left. Be done. I
Those
don't
games,
feel like you should put your team through that kind of pain.
yeah.
Mercy rule, something, running clock. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we kind of just stick right here. This is all we got. Nothing else. That's about it. Women's college basketball is where we're going to end here for this week. But anyone else on that top 25 list that surprises you? That should be up higher, maybe?
Um,
Michigan State, maybe. But other than that, no, I don't feel like it.
no, maybe Iowa could be like a little higher, but
Yeah,
I don't think that they're like top 10 by any means at this point.
nah. But I mean, for them to be 8-0 without Clark, good job.
Hmm.
Way to go. Maybe it has been the coach all along. Never know. We'll find out by middle of the season if they're still
Yeah.
real or not. Talk about Stanford right now, though. They're up 16 to 5 as we speak over number 5 LSU. So that's
Okay.
impressive.
Yeah.
Stanford's not even on the list, so they're a team to watch if they maintain that lead. But yeah. Uh, North Carolina. Maybe I take that back on North Carolina. They were able to beat Kentucky 72 to 53. So maybe North Carolina. They're 7-1. Probably 8-1 now after that. But lots to be, I mean, again, early in the season, these are just definitely out there picks, but for sure.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. On that note, we go to the corner kick segment here and be sure to stop by the corner kick in Neo Show for your football needs. Got some cool kicks down there. Really excited to wear them. Futsal shoes is what they call them. Got Chiefs colors, obviously, but also Germany. A little bit of German in me. Um, definitely, definitely like them. They're pretty sweet. So I'll have to show them next time we're on the show. Sam did a really good job down there. Tried on some others. They were like super like narrow. I'm like, dang it. And I like these shoes too. But go down there and get those. 1411 Blue Oak Lane, Suite C, Neosho, Missouri. They have the largest soccer store in Southwest Missouri, Northwest Arkansas, Southeastern Kansas, Northeastern Oklahoma. Be sure to check them out Tuesday through Sunday for your football needs. And yeah, Black Friday sale was awesome. Was able to get down there, be able to show off some stuff during that. We went down there for our Thanksgiving break, or well, I did, and took my little guy. He loves it. Goes in there, plays soccer in the store. Just like a little goal and stuff that's in there on a patch of grass. It's pretty cool. But on that, we go into the local sports update brought to you by Trackside Burgers. They're open at 1515 West 10th Street. Go get some weekend barbecue today, tomorrow. You won't regret it. Check them out. And well, on that, Missouri Southern. Let's see, basketball. All right, you ready for the interesting stuff on the women's side?
Ready.
So they went down to Puerto Rico, played
Mhm.
in the Classico. First game, they played the University of Puerto Rico, Mayagüez, something like that, and 74 to 25 blowout for Missouri Southern there. Then they played Universidad Interamerica or Americana de Puerto Rico, and they beat them 68 to 32. Then they come back home and they travel down to Claremore, Oklahoma, go to Bushy Head Fieldhouse there. What a weird name. Interesting name. I don't know. Do you know the reason behind that name?
No idea, but it's Oklahoma, so does it really
Bushy
need to be explained?
needs to be a shirt. Rogers State, home of the Bushy Head. Yeah, they headed there on Wednesday this week and they won. They came out with a 57-54 victory and are now 8-4 on the season. They're on a 4-game streak. This is a team, for some reason, at this point in the season, just starts clicking. And I bet we see a pretty extensive winning streak coming up here. You got Central Oklahoma, the Northeastern State, Southwestern Oklahoma State University, you got Arkansas Fort Smith, and then your test in January on the 7th, Pitt State. At Pitt State, it's always a test to go there, especially they look good. Not gonna lie, they look good this year. Then you got a little break there. Newman, Central Oklahoma comes here. Rogers State comes to Joplin. Former Joplin Eagle, NEO player, Ella Hafer, local hero here, coming back home. Good, gonna go to that one for sure. Show some Joplin Eagle love there and go support her. A lot of good stuff came out of her. Unfortunately, she had the ACL injury and other things happen during her career at Joplin. So weren't able to see her true potential, but watching her play at NEO was pretty fun. But that's on the women's side. For the men, let's see. Nope, we don't want baseball. I do, actually. I'm ready for baseball. They should make a winter baseball league.
No,
It'd be fun.
no.
Kind of give them an off season or something. Basketball has summer league, all that jazz. So soccer, they have international play, and football, they've got indoor football, and yeah, I don't know. So, all right, MSSU men are 4-5, and they play at the University of Central Oklahoma Sunday. They had a 92-73 loss to Rogers State yesterday. Their next home game at Joplin will be December 17th. So, all right, go catch Missouri Southern basketball. Women should be on the rise here. I'm expecting them to just start going for a little bit. I mean, it's been the trend last 4 years, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. On that, we head into the 2-minute warning brought to you by Ghetto Tacos. On Fridays, get 10% off burritos all day long. They close at 5 p.m. Located at 536 North East Street, Webb City, Missouri. Drive-through available. Call 417-717-1261. Make sure to stop by and get food. Asada fries, California burrito. Yeah. Go get one. It will warm you up on this cold Friday or Saturday that we're going to have. But yeah, Seneca State going. Good luck to them. Kudos. Safe travels. Basketball starting up soon. We've got Chiefs game this weekend. That's about it. I mean, nothing else really. Football's over here. Basketball's getting ready to heat up. A lot of things are going to take place after Christmas break begins. So, but on that note, it's the end of another episode. The music's here. Anything to say? Got anything going on?
This weekend I have a friend flying in, so we'll have a busy weekend. But other than that, it was a pretty chill Thanksgiving. Thankful for that. Just trying to get through the holiday season.
This guy, Isaiah Davis for the Jets. First touchdown caught from Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers. I mean, holy moly.
Yeah.
Came back home, then he went back. He was here for Thanksgiving break, got to watch some football and go support his former university up at Mo State, and then he got to go catch a touchy. So, pretty cool.
So cool.
But, all right, well, on that note, guys, take care, stay warm, and see y'all next week on the Sports Timeout.